Okay, so what I wanted to show you guys today is some tips and tricks and do's and don'ts for Facebook ads. So let's go down through here and let's look at the do's and don'ts. So do test multiple ads, location, price, location to the ad. So what area are you targeting for your ad? Photos versus video, multiple photos versus one photo, or multiple versus one interest. Use a bright professional exterior photo. Now, if the exterior of the home is lacking, but it has a Rockstar kitchen, then you can use the Rockstar kitchen. Do not give away, the interior of the house unless you have to, because the goal is to get them to click on your ad. So if they see the kitchen and they don't like it, they may not click on it, so you don't get their information. But if they're interested to see what the kitchen looks like because all you did was give them the exterior, they're more likely to click to see the additional photos, and then you will capture their information. Use cities or neighborhoods that you've previously had success with as a location for other listing ads. Now, if you have never run any previously, obviously you're going to have a lot of different testing to do to see how you can get your cost per lead, cost per click down. Give some information, but not all. Do not use your MLS description as your text. You want to be short and to the point, highlight a couple of the good key features of the home, and don't use too many photos. Don't use stock photos. Don't use photos with words or a city, neighborhood, lake. Don't be too specific. Don't mislead your audience. Definitely don't do that. You can get fined for that. And give all of the listing information in the ad. Don't give all the listing information in the ad, which is what I just said. Let's keep going. Hey, there's my Amazon order. Recommendation ads to run, listing ads 100% will yield the most leads, period. If you do not have a listing, ask a fellow city side agent if you have permission to run an ad on their listing. Most of the time, they will tell you yes. In this market, listings do not last long, so you want to run it the moment it goes active, and just to try to, get some leads off of that. Virtual tour listings, those are awesome if you have a like a video walkthrough, or you have the photographer actually do a virtual walkthrough. Anything like that is excellent for marketing because people love to look at houses. Even if they're not interested right now, it's still good to capture their information and market to them so that when they are ready, they think of you. List of homes with price reductions. So I have ran a couple of those and haven't had a whole lot of success. We did capture a few leads. And what I mean by that, list of homes within price reductions, open houses. So with KW and our free website, you can actually narrow down, to open houses in a certain area. You can look at houses with a price reduction within a certain area. And when you set that criteria, you could set it up to where when they click on your ad, that's what they see. Like I said, we did get a couple leads, but not near as many as you would on a listing ad. These are just, again, some ideas of different ads that you can run to test. The next one, free home evaluation ads to try to get some listing leads, and for the Market Center recruiting ads, or if you yourself would like to grow your downline, you could also, run ads to try to get people under you so you can make free money, right? We'll keep scrolling down here. My settings. So this is talking about some of the settings that you will set up when you are doing your ad through command. So use the Facebook lead form. That is a huge, 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 huge must. Don't ever put a landing page as your capture, because that would manually make people have to enter their information. If you do the Facebook lead generation form, Facebook 9 times out of 10 will autofill that for them, and they can just click right through to the information that they want. 35-mile radius. And this is just talking about settings that I have done that other agents have done. I have also ran ads up to a 50-mile radius, and I have ran ads down to a 20-mile radius. So there is no perfect solution other than where are you willing to drive from and who are you trying to target. So typically a 35-mile radius, expert targeting, the more the better. So this is talking about that custom targeting. Please do that. Don't just let Facebook place it wherever. I do know that if you run a listing ad and you just allow Facebook to place it wherever, that you will get leads. But in my experience and in other agents' experiences that I've talked to, if you do the expert targeting, you do receive more leads than if you did not do the expert targeting. Publish an ad on Thursday. Now this, in this market, I don't know that it'll make much of a difference. I do know in the past, if you run the ad from like a Thursday to a Monday, you do see more results because people were off work, they're scrolling through Facebook more over the weekend. And also people are looking, people that are looking for houses when they're off work, they're going to be looking for houses to view over the weekend. So we have seen an uptick in clicks when we run ads over the weekend. Landing page or website as a URL. So what this is talking about is once they do click and they give their information, then where do they go? Do they go to your website or do they go to a landing page? Either of those are fine as long as it gives them the information that you promised them. No price or location in the ad. I do not say, look at this home in Douglasville in my ad. I do not do that. I also do not say listed at only $500,000. The only time I've ever put a price, I believe, is when it was like an investor special, dirt cheap, and I knew we would get a ton of clicks if I put the price on this house. So that is the one time that I did put the price, because you want them to click. So if you put the price, if you put the location, and they don't like either one of those things, they're not going to click, and you will not gather their information. $30 to $35 spend for 5 days. I have done much less than this, and I have done more than this. The sweet spot that I have found is on the next line down, you'll say 15 to 25 for a weekend. I usually do 20 for 4 days, which is like $5 a day, or I'll do like $3 a day, and I still get, a really good outcome. So don't go into this thinking that you have to spend $100 a week. You don't. Just do like $15 on a weekend. Excuse me. And see how you do. Just on, a $20 weekend, $15 weekend, we've gotten, 80 leads, depending on the listing. So just be prepared to follow up with those. Yes, you're going to be like, hyped that you're getting all these leads, but if you don't follow up with them, they're not going to use you. They're not going to think of you when they're ready. These are top of the funnel leads. They do need work. They do need followed up with. It's not going to give you an instant transaction, but this is going to build your database. And if you have the right follow-up in place, this is also going to make you money, right? Keep scrolling. So this is just a continuation. Use a location that worked for you before. Again, if you have not run an ad before, this is going to be, testing for you. 18 plus interest for expert targeting. Listing URL for website for listing ads. So you can just go right to your website, type in your listing, and then whatever that URL is, copy and paste it, throw it in for your Facebook setup, and you're done. Landing page for recruiting or home value ads. So you would then need to create a custom landing page for those ads in Command, which is super simple and quick. Always check for lost leads in Facebook directly. So one of the perks with running ads through Command is that the leads automatically come into your database. With saying that, sometimes there may be a glitch. So I always go back into Facebook, follow the steps that I've written out here, your business page, publishing tools, and the lead ad forms. You'll be able to see your current listing, or your current ad rather, and you'll be able to see any leads that have come in and compare, to what's coming to Command, and maybe catch a few that maybe, didn't sync properly. I've only had that happen a couple times out of the, 30 some ads we have ran. 75% of business is lost due to lack of follow-up, and that was from Gary Keller. So follow-up is very, very important. If you do not have the systems to follow up on these leads, do not run the ads. You're going to get leads. If you're not going to follow up with them, it's a waste of time and money. But if you're going to follow up with them, then go for it. Follow-up tips: speed to lead. The quicker that you can get in contact with them, the better. Utilize smart plans. They now have launched the new automated system with this. So as soon as a lead comes in, they can automatically be tagged and they can automatically be put on a smart plan without you doing it, which is amazing. So that gives us speed to lead. We're utilizing commands. It's working for us. So that is awesome. 9 to 12 contact attempts needed to connect on average. So it's taking agents between 9 and 12 attempts of contacting someone to get a response. Please don't get discouraged. Like I said, these are top of the funnel leads. You're going to get some that has information that is not correct. You're going to get phony stuff, phony names. I have seen quite some interesting phony names come through. It happens. But if you spend $10 and get 20 leads, if 19 of them are fake, but one is real and they close, look at that return on investment, okay? You spent $10, and let's just say you closed 200,000. I mean, look at the commission check that you're walking away with, okay? Our smart plan is 17 touches. So that's just talking about a smart plan that was built out, which you can also find in the library for free, that you can use for yourself. 1% conversion rate on average. Okay, like I said, top of the funnel, 1% conversion rate. But it's a very low cost ad to run. Treat Facebook leads the same as you would treat any other lead source. There are no bad leads, only bad follow-up. Now we're going into some ad examples. These are obviously some ads where they use the exterior of the home. We're not giving away too much information. Live in a completely renovated ranch, full bath in each bedroom. So they did not use all the information from the MLS. They just highlighted a couple things. Use emojis. Emojis are where it's at, okay? It may seem childish or whatever, but they just catch more attention. It's just a fact. Click below for more information and photos before it's too late. So there's a call of action right there. Completely renovated ranch for sale. Okay, and now look here. Their spend was $20 and they got 97 leads. $20 for 97 leads. Okay, that's amazing. Now let's look at this other one. So this says live in Parma. So I know we talked about earlier where it says you don't put the location. This particular ad, they did put the location. They're still not giving too much information. They gave you a call of action. And the spend was $17.34, and they got 33 leads. So it's a little bit less than this one as far as cost per lead. Or this one was less. You got less leads, but this one was cost less. Okay, we'll scroll down. This is another example. This is one for recruiting. Work for a company that cares about you. We are a top real estate team in Greater Cleveland looking for a full-time transaction coordinator. So they are trying to hire, for their team. These are just ideas of things that you can do through command to expand your business, right? You can grow your team. You can grow your downline. Keep going. Add examples. This one says, do not do this. What is your home really worth? Okay, they spent $10 and they only got 2 leads. This one probably was not worth their time. And another thing is we read earlier not to put, a big text right across your image, right? And that's exactly what this one is. And this one, the market is up and it's a great time to sell. Forget inaccurate internet estimate. Have an expert deliver a free home evaluation right to your inbox. Click below. That is amazing. They spent $10 and they got 7 leads. So they got 5 more leads than the other, and simply because they changed the photo and changed the wording. So it does matter what you type, and it does matter what picture that you choose. Resources, Lori Ballin, Marty Miller, all on YouTube. Different Facebook groups to join. KW Command Facebook Lead Mastermind. That's a lot about, you'll see other agents talking about Facebook ads they've ran and the success that they have. And Command Your Conversion is one of my all-time favorites. So that's some tips and tricks for Facebook ads. I also want to show you, I do have a how to create a Facebook ad in Command step-by-step tutorial that's typed out for you. I also have a listing landing page in Command step-by-step typed out for you. And that best practices we looked at, all of that is located on Facebook. There's me and my kids, sorry. On the Cityside Facebook page. If you click on More and go to Files, all of those are located in this File section. There's the Facebook Best Practices. There is the Listing Landing Page cheat sheet, and there's the Facebook Ad cheat sheet. If you have any questions, as always, feel free to contact me and I will help you. If you get stuck, let me know, and we'll get you up and running. So we'll see you next time.